What on Newton's balls is going on? Oh, bugger! Not these things again! A lot better than the job I did on last year's turkey. This was such a beautiful ship. I feel bad hammering it full of nails. Hello? Anyone else here? Just to be crystal clear, I don't want to hear from those of you who might identify as necrotic. That is far closer than I'm comfortable with. Please work! Please work! Please work! That big stony thing I saw earlier looked really interesting. Smelled nice anyway. Very aromatic. Look what you've done to my knife! I'm going to have to clean that! Based on past experience, these balls will do little to hold back the undead. They can be very persistent. Look! You got blood on me! You had better not be carrying the pox! That will leave a bruise. I hate bruises. They make my tattoos all wonky. It heals our allies. It kills our enemies. Such a fine line to walk. Oh, I've got an absolute bastard of a headache, and this banging isn't helping. Was a joint effort. My thrust, your momentum. We're being manipulated by powerful forces. In fact, I think we may be being corralled. When did you leave all this lying around, Scarlet? Oh, I'm hoping I won't have to go up and down these stairs too often. Bit hard on the old knees. Ooh, yes, a retort pot. Maybe today won't be a waste. Artifact! Obviously key to initiating this madness, but can it help stop it? I feel like the walls are closing in around me. Is this it? My final moments? I think I'm okay. The sun never sets. At least not as long as I've got this little beauty. Appreciate the remuneration. Clearly I deserve it. The others, not so much. Oh, looks like they had a rough go of it back here. Packed in like sardines. This invention better work, Scarlet. I could really do with the help. Is this particular area giving anyone else the willies? Or is it just me? I'd appreciate it if you kept your grubby little balls away from me!
Max ammo.
A voice commands it, and it happens. An order. An order from the great beyond. Wait, is that how the world works now? The onion head and swan neck to move your vapor to the condenser. I know that symbol. Not that I'd tell you what it means. Just saying I know what it means. It must be the artifact. It's transmogrified the passengers to create a box. I guess the... Now that I think about it, how did that statue get in here? I know. Magic. Magic. Woo! Seriously? That's solid stone. Even magic's gonna struggle with that. Don't you know the face is the second most fragile part of the body? Like the scepter is ready to shine. This really feels like Cambodia all over again, but with a lot more water. Meet magnifying glass! I get it. It's a game of chance. I'll be watching for any sign of statistical inconsistencies. Ha! Let's see them try to nibble my niblets now! Look, it's kind of adorable. You can't all be hungry, can you? Whoa! I could swear the scepter's built up an even more powerful charge! Given your limited language skills, is it possible your attacks are an attempt to say hello? I should probably say hello back! I would love to get a sample. Oh, that little blue rat's on my last nerve. Spontaneous combustion! I tell you, ghoul chemistry could win me a Nobel Prize if I lived through this. This one's racked with lightning. I'm sensing an elemental theme emerging. We've created some sort of portal hole magic. Or maybe it's just always been there and we just lack the means to access it. What a naughty little shit you are! Wanker! He's making the worm brain stronger! I say, is that an intentional chemical reaction? Or just zombie heartburn? Life and death all wrapped up in one handy package. I'm trying to remember Scarlet as a child, but I can't. Same goes for my own family, if I'm honest with myself. Oh, shame on me. See? That's what I feel like when I eat a curry! Can you not smell yourself, mate? Deodorant is your friend!
Double points.
Sure, but still. Perfect. Something even more unpleasant. Blast those boils on its back. Doctor's orders. Haven't smelled anything that foul since I took the bed. You can fuck right off, you stabby-legged minge bag! Ammunition mysteriously materializes inside my weapon. Oh, that's impossible. Unless... No, that would require sulfur. And a lot of bananas. From me! You're worse than urchins! So the wet ones strengthen the others. That makes sense, from an alchemical standpoint. Bonus points. Another multi-purposeful invention from Scarlet. She is very good at this kind of thing. That? I did. Sounds a tad ominous, doesn't it? Yes! Very! Oh! A giant fireman wielding a shovel. Maybe he's friendly. Hoof it back to the hell you rose from. What a marvelous chest! Why would the fireman have it? Actually, hello, if you're doing renovations, my lab could really do with a bit of work. Ah! Like a shotgun blast! An inch from my ear! That cheeky blue bastard is giving his friends a leg up! Any chance the great beyond assist me with more ammo? I know you can hear me! That would have hurt a lot more if I wasn't on the right medication! Can someone please shoot that pus-filled, giraffe-legged donkey cow? Ah! Like pissing on the third rail! Trust me, I've done it! Stay calm! You're a scientist! Stay... Ah! Fresh munitions! Come and get your fresh munitions! Ah! I'd keel over too if I looked like you! Oh, fuck me! That's left my synapses twitching like a bastard! Oh, you're all in for quite a treat! Another chest. Oh, joy! The mystery continues. I feel alive! All right, maggot brains! It's a birdie! Ooh, a hint of pomegranate! Or is that Pomeranian? Third chest. Wonderful! Do we get the treasure yet?
Full power.
Felt the touch of another since he left me. Not much before. Careful! I could have someone's eye out with this. Ammo! I'm 99% sure that's not a good thing. Oh, come now! I'm already half burned! All you meatheads need to do is finish the job! A hitherto untapped power has just awoken in my pants! I'm talking about my legs, specifically. Whoa! 3-barrel cannon? Give me a second just to let my eyes focus. Oh! Wait! We're blowing holes in the ship! Oh, we're not? Thank goodness for that. You cannot even begin to comprehend the power of our weapons. I can't either. As the old saying goes, you can never have enough feet. This weapon just became considerably more heavy. Oh, I see. It's full of bullets now. Return you to the depths of the ocean! If you could just slither overboard, that would be great. The last time I had a flaming skull, well, let's just say that particular police investigation was dropped. Fascinating! The creature seems composed of fire and cold. Well, terrifying really, but fascinating too. That is quite enough from you, Slappy Daniels. Don't thank me all at once! It's like carrying coal to Newcastle. That was you, mate. Something's wrong. The alchemical composition of the artifact has changed. How does that vomitous blighter even stay upright? Unhand me, you... Oh, hell. Untongue me! Try banging a little quieter. It's making my eyeballs tremble. Oh, last time I inhaled such a pungent odor, I had to relocate my laboratory. Your captain now, creatures! Me! That's who! We must find fresh munitions! If only so I can avoid the indignity of dying. Trying to get rid of you is like trying to get rid of a bad smell. It takes time. And bleeds. No ammunition. I should get more. Sooner rather than later. What if I could create a chemical concoction that could make this power permanent? Ooh, we could be gods! Sorry! Euthanasia was the only option. Ugh, another bloke with a shovel. I hope everyone likes fireballs. Well, that's one way to burn out an infection. Doesn't smell that bad. Try me after a week on the pipe. Now that's whoa-ho-ho! That is something special. At least you had an interesting death. I think you just popped one of my buttons. these organs? What was that little round one? Good, that shovel, did you? My ears! My poor ears! Hello? Can anyone hear me? Am I deaf? Weapons almost empty. Just not your day, is it, Shaw? No, certainly is not. Why are we letting the water back in? Isn't that a bad thing? And I mean a really bad thing? That artifact has transmogrified its chemical status yet again. I'm almost surprised this doesn't shoot tentacles. A modified mobile defensive barrier. If only there was a simple one-word way to describe it. Time to balance the scales of life and death. Right then, I hope this doesn't leave my arms all sore. My arms are very important. I use them for all sorts of things. Yes! Time to go shake and flannel with these vile, vile creatures.
Full power.
Look at my face. Do I look like someone who's used to having good things happen?
Bye-bye.
Gunk all over me. I can't even... The artifact is capable of somehow inducing teleportation! Wonderful! Last time I held a gun like this, I accidentally shot a Prussian musketeer right in the ghoulies. His wife was very upset. Oh, I could probably bring down a bloody elephant with this. But that would be cruel and pointless. One thing I know for sure, it's never a good idea to operate machinery while in my condition. you a little seasick? Hello! Dr. Shaw is here to help. Well, not that I'm that type of doctor. Nor the other type. Swarm as by a singular goal, like a hive mind, like bees. Bloody Nora! The fireman cometh again! Ah, if memory serves, this means we don't have to sell the family silver. I remember that night at R. Singh's. Blotto Benny started playing around with one of these. He recovered well, despite the no-face thing. Given your limited language skills, is it possible your attacks are an attempt to say hello? I should probably say hello back! I honestly thought their flesh and bone would break before my shield did.
Carpenter.
Honestly, I was going to do that. I just hadn't got around to it. I don't remember Alistair being so good at making things. I mean, he did some odd jobs, but that's not the same. Not to fret. I'm sure this sort of thing happens more often than with... My body dematerialized, then rebuilt instantaneously. And all from the stuff... Damn it! I was hoping to examine his remains. My insides were out, my outsides were in! Who am I? What am I? More fodder for my big bad cannons! Bringing that shovel, may as well dig his own grave.
Full power.
Yep, this definitely feels a lot like Cambodia. What a bad trip that was. I've not felt the touch of another since he left me. Not much before, eh? What exactly am I smelling? Is it you? Or me? The downside to being made out of coal? You're pretty fucking combustible, I'll tell you that. What in the heavens was that? Am I on fire? wife has graced us with her presence again? Been this popular since I lived in a Limehouse district! Bruno likes these. He told me they get the job done. Alistair, you devious son of a bitch! If this is all your way of collecting that bail money I still owe you... It exploded? Damn it! I was hoping to examine his remains. No more naffing about for you, you pustille, four-legged quad monster! Well, look at me now, Evelyn! Fuck! I think you just popped one of my buttons! Why are you all so drawn to me? I have something for you. All right, maggot brains. To the body. Come on, maybe the fireman will be nicer this time. That's left me a bit lightheaded. Well, you know, more than usual. If you all gathered around hoping for a cure, I have some very bad news for you. Yes, I think I've got it now. You require sacrifices. Okay, be right back. How many of those bloody giants are there? The downside to being made out of coal? You're pretty fucking combustible, I'll tell you that. I really should have been more careful with all those bullets. Right now! I'm curious. Do you ever turn on each other? Or is it only normal people you like? Barely a scratch. Oh shit. I hope it doesn't get infected. It looks a bit infected. If you kept your grubby little balls away from me!
Bonus points.
You see, Evelyn, I am a rich man. A rich man indeed. That one could have done with just a smidge more lemon, don't you think? How many was that I ordered? I counted at least 3. Dabbled with such elixirs for the Germans, you know. They were, uninterested. Curious. The machine modulates at the molecular level, creating a chemical implosion. Oh, but why? It's very inconvenient. Maybe the firemen will be nicer this time? Like carrying coals to Newcastle. That was you, mate. I guess it's time to bite the bullet. If only I had one.
Double points.
Points? Huh? Next you'll be telling me there's a big giant scoreboard keeping track. Bloody hell! I nearly went arse over tit! Blood is normally that viscous! Oh, low ammo! I'm 99% sure that's not a good thing. This is not the end! I do not drown in vomit! Scarlet! Your contraption stopped working! dead? Have we slain the beast? You see, Shaw? I showed you you'd run out of ammo, and what did you do? Nothing! Right, so apparently this is called a submachine gun. Good. I mainly used to work underwater. Not only is my past drowned in blood, my future continues to bathe in it. I'm not even sure how this works. Presumably it's still point and pull the trigger? Oh, honestly, this is actually very soothing. Oh, this is the most relaxed I've been in ages. Oh dear! I breathed out when I meant to breathe in. Honestly, a weapon this heavy actually just helps keep my hands steady. I think we're pretty much at the mercy of whatever this cabinet of abominations deems to chuck at us. Right, so between my shaky hands and this firearm's considerable kick, it might be a good idea to stand well clear. Ah, yes, the shotgun. England's preferred method for addressing a rodent problem. Ah, well, not the first time someone I liked abandoned me.
Bye-bye.
Chemists really shouldn't get their hands dirty, especially not with splatters of blood. I can't say I encountered this phenomenon in Cambodia. No, my pockets were just as empty then as they are now. Away from me! You're worse than urchins! Fat lot of good that shovel, did you? Brilliant! He keeps bringing that shovel. May as well dig his own grave. My heart! It feels better than it has in years! I honestly don't think I've ever been this angry! Happy! And happy at the same time! Woo! Wait! We're blowing holes in the ship! Oh, we're not? Thank goodness for that. Oh my, this weapon is, rather large, isn't it? Why does this rifle look like it should come with a really thick manual that I will never bother reading? Pile of bones and meat matter carefully this time. Bollocks!
Bye-bye.
Wait a minute! Are there any areas actually wide enough on this ship to make using a sniper rifle an effective strategy? Yes! First time I held a gun like this, I kind of, fired in all directions. And nobody was hurt. Not a single person. Everyone lived. Not one injury. Ah, well, not the first time someone I liked abandoned me.
Bye-bye.
More fodder for my big bad cannons! That is quite enough from you, Snappy Daniels! Ugh, another bloke with a shovel. I hope everyone likes fireballs! Life and death all wrapped up in one handy package. Pushing back to the hell you rose from. It heals our allies, it kills our enemies. Such a fine line to walk. business. I'm so glad it's just a dream. I've only honestly forgotten some of the recipes. You cannot even begin to comprehend the power of our weapons. I can't either. I've actually seen the afterlife, and there wasn't anyone walking around all flaky and bony. The sun never sets. At least not as long as I've got this little beauty. Oh, wait, no. That part of my skin's already burnt. Never mind. I'm not afraid, even when death is staring down at me like a big eyeball. I don't understand. Is everything on sale because the ship is sinking? Last time I held a gun like this, I accidentally shot a Prussian musketeer right in the ghoulies. His wife was very upset. Well, this is disproportionately out of proportion. Considering what I could have been given, I'm going to consider myself satisfied. Evelyn would laugh if she saw me now. Stop it! Stop it! Don't care what she thinks, Shaw. Not anymore. This really feels like Cambodia all over again, but with a lot more water. Fascinating. The creature seems composed of fire and cold. Well, terrifying really, but fascinating too. Who is your captain now, creatures? Me, that's who. Like carrying coals to Newcastle. That was you, mate. Don't you know the face is the second most fragile part of the body? Well, that's one way to burn out an infection. Steer clear of the hot ones! They pop like overcooked bangers! I want off this ship. Is this going to help me achieve that goal? Maybe. Maybe not. I think we're pretty much at the mercy of whatever this cabinet of abominations deems to chuck at us. Can barely stand up straight. Terrible inconvenience. Sharpshooting was never really a strong point of mine. Nor blunt shooting. If such a thing exists. Honestly, a weapon this heavy actually just helps keep my hands steady. It's like a fire poker. I suppose it could make a good bludgeon. Right then, I hope this doesn't leave my arms all sore. My arms are very important. I use them for all sorts of things.
Bye-bye.
Fucking hell! Where are my organs? Why can I only feel one kidney? Oh, right. There is only one. Oh, boy. I'm about to give those beasts a proper thrashing! Have I mentioned prima materia? I'm sure I have. It's everything, or nothing, or both. Right, this order took Alistair. Very devious, not goodwill. What do they want? What do we want? What do they know? What do we know? inside the bloody iceberg that banged into us a little while ago? That settles it. No more medicine tonight. I've had enough of these hallucinations. I don't trust it! It's looking at me funny! Would have hurt a lot more if I wasn't on the right medication. Gah! Dr. Shaw is here to help. Well, not that I'm that type of doctor. You're the other type, really. Think! Did Alistair ever mention anything about big balls? will leave a bruise. I hate bruises. They make my tattoos all wonky. Still shoot beams from my eyes. Lacerated. Attack the pupil! Pop it like a fucking balloon! Pupil! Pop it like a fucking balloon!
Carpenter.
You know, I'm beginning to regret signing up for this. There was no giant eye in the job description. I demand transparency! The eyes are doing that thing again! wish I could still shoot beams from my eyes. Evelyn gave me looks like that. I died a little inside every time.
Max ammo.
Evelyn gave me looks like that. I died a little inside every time.
Carpenter.
How much bloody shooting does it take to fill this terror? Gunk all over me. I can't even begin to identify what it is. Trying to get rid of you is like trying to get rid of a bad smell. It takes time and bleeds. Shoot it! Don't let it charge! This feels nice. I was running a bit of a fever. This feels nice. I was running a bit of a fever.
It all just went back to how it was before. No one will ever know.
That apparition. I've seen it before. I know where it is.
Is it somewhere you've been?
No. Only in books. But I do know its location. Greece. Delphi, to be specific.
Then that's where we're going next. If the bad guys are there, there's a good chance my father is too.